Okay, so now I'm back, and so we had finished putting in the collar. That was the last thing we did, and it came out pretty good. Then the next thing we got to do is put in the sleeves. So we have this here, looks nice. So to put in the sleeves, we got to make this, we got to start putting the garment together. So what I've done first is I've serged the sides here. So I put a nice edge on the sides, and I'm still doing it. And then we'll actually start sewing the garment and making it in a more of a three-dimensional. You'll actually be able to put it on here in a second. So to do that, let's go ahead and do that. So continue. So I have one more edge to serge. I will have serged all the edges. Not sure why I have a, oh well, I'll just have to go with it. Alright, so this is, yeah, the last edge right here that I need to serge. So I'm just going to go ahead and serge it. And here I'm using 3/8 seam allowance, which is already built into the pattern. There. There. So now I've serged all the edges of all the pieces that will come together here to make the arm sleeve, like that. So these two pieces will come together now. So I am going to sew them to here. So let me mark them right here. So I'm going to want a little flap down at the bottom. So what I'll do is I'm going to sew to a certain point and stop. So I'm going to make the flap about, right here. So this makes the little flap like, let me show you, like this. See that little flap right there? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that. This one I did differently, but I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to sew it right here and then flatten this out like this. And then, yeah, so that's how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go back over to this machine right here. And we'll go ahead and do that. So I'll get my little blue, where is it? Yeah. So here's my little blue chalk. And so I'm going to figure, somewhere around right. As long as I do it on both sides, the same spot, it'll be fine. So I'm going to figure about right here. So let me see, this looks like it's about 3 to 4 inches. So I'm going to go right here with it. And that just gives it a little play. Okay, so then I'm going to come up to here, bring these two seams together, like this, and then I'm going to start right here. And again, I'm not going to use pinning, although you could. And at first you should. Alright, so I'm going to go back stitch. I'm going to go a little, I'm at 3.5 millimeters, I think it's millimeters, I don't know what they call it, but anyway, it's, I think it's millimeters. But anyway, I'm going to go to 2.5, make it a little stronger since it is an edge. And this is holding the garment together, so. So what that means is the stitches are closer together. Smaller. Oh, I'm getting caught. You're always something, see? So what happens is a piece of thread gets caught in there and then it starts pulling, but it's just a loose piece of thread. It's not like, see, this is a loose piece of thread. Yep. And here we go. We're just going down here with the 3/8. And I'm going to do this on all four, on both sides. So I'm not going to make you watch that, but I'm going to go to here and then do the other side separately. And then we're going to work on the armholes. I wanted to finish this tonight. I don't think I'm going to get the buttonholes in tonight. Because I'm having to like review how to do everything. It's taking more time. There, I'm going to stop at that blue line right there and back up. There. Now, you're probably bored to death. I don't know if you're even watching me. But if you are watching me, it's probably because you want to know how to do this. So, and I also am making a video archive of how to do it. So I can do it again. So now I'm going to iron this flat. So I'll show you how to do that. So we need to move over to the iron again. Hopefully we won't have the same dropping the camera issue. Light over here so you can see what I'm doing well. And now the camera. Is there. Okay, so some people use other methods to iron, like they have this little, it's kind of, they call it a football, and it's like a little round ball, and they put the thing right on there, and it gives it texture or roundness. See, now you see a sleeve hole right there. So there, see, now this is like this. So here I will sew this like that and sew this like this and then flip it, and then also I will iron this here first to make it nice. So you see, this one is different than the way I did before. I think I like this method better. I just saw it. This isn't what I learned how to do it, but I was just looking at a bit on YouTube and saw somebody did it this way and thought, that's a good idea. I think that's cleaner. Yeah. See, let me bring this a little closer, bring it in. So right here is where I'm trying to show. You see, now this is ready to be, this is a nice little cut, like I was showing right here. See? So that makes it so it drapes good. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. So it's ironed and it's flat, so then we'll just put the sleeve in there. So now I'm going to sew this and this. I'm going to flip up like this and then sew it like this. This and sew this all the way around like that. After I sew that, this will be like that I'm gonna serge all the way around. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna finish up the edges, and I'll do the same thing on this side, and then we'll have a three-dimensional. I'll actually be able to put this on. The thing is that at this point I will need to put the sleeves in after I get it all hemmed all the way around, and then we put the buttons in, and then we're done. So we're getting there.